What is going on? Welcome to Foothills Firearm Factory. I'm your host. My name is Drew. And the first thing I always do is give thanks to God for letting me be here today. Man, oh man, I'm feeling blessed today, y'all. I hope you are too. So, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of new guns to show you. They just ain't coming out with stuff like they once did. But I do have a lot of new stuff coming up next week. So stay tuned for next week. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to go shoot anywhere this week either. It's rained every day. But I do have some stuff to show you and some information to lay on you about the Glock Gen 6 from the Glock Regional Sales Manager. So let's get into that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this. This is a little Rossi 22, and these are on sale right now. This is a Rossi Rio Bravo tactical. This thing here has a threaded barrel, M-lock rail, Picatinny on the top. It's got a safety right here. It's got some paracord around the lever. Son! And these things are on sale right now. This thing is tube loaded. So, you take your tube out, you slide your rounds down in there, twist it back in there. Boom. I just want to show you this thing. This thing is on sale. This is like $250. So if this is something you might be interested in, if you got you a nice Sparrow or a Mask or some cool 22 can, this would be a sweet little addition to your collection. Speaking of lever guns, let's look at this cool trade-in that I got. All right, y'all, I got one trade-in at the gun show, and this is it. Which I already have somebody who was going to buy it, but I'm going to sell it to them for what I paid for it, what they traded it in for, just because I probably gave too much. Check out this old box. Turn it over. 1966. You don't see many old boxes like this, even though it is in bad shape. Let me get it out. So this is the inside of the box. I just figured I could show it to you easier this way than holding it up where you could see it. This is the end of the box. You can see here 1966. Let's see what we got. Got some old tissue paper. Uh-oh. Man, is that a Henry? Is that a Henry in there? Oh man, they sold me a Henry. No, it's not a Henry. It's a Winchester. Just want to let all this sink in. Don't want to be too rough with this box, but it won't stay open. Pretty good looking unit. I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely been shot, dragged around a little bit, but overall it's in pretty good shape. Let's get it out. What does this say here? A Century of Leadership, 1866 to 1966. It's got the metal butt plate, octagon barrel. You know, I had one just like this, but it was blued. I wish I had it. If I still had it, I would not get rid of this thing. But can't keep them all, especially as slow as it's been. All right. So I did get a couple more trade-ins. Let's check those out real fast. If anything looks weird, it's because I'm trying to do something different with the camera. Hope it works out. If it don't, forgive me. I'll get it figured out. But I want to show you this gun that I have never seen before. And more than likely, you'll probably never see one either. So this right here is a BCA. And this is a falling block 22 Hornet. So this thing right here is that, what they call it, like the Martini style falling block action. And it may have a different, it may be called like a different name than just a falling block, but that's what it is. If you look right here, you can see, and when you move this lever right here, it drops down the block. You load in your 22 Hornet right there, flip that up, and it's ready to fire. There is a way, I think I just did it there, to decock it. You see that little dude, see this little doodad come up here? See that little thing right there come up? Pretty sure you can pull that down and keep it from going off if you want to. Somehow or another, it's got something to do with that. Anyway, I wanted to show you this one real fast because I have never seen another one of these. Pretty neat little unit. A buddy of mine actually bought this at a gun show that we did together. He's my compadre. He helps me do the gun shows, and he wants me to now sell it for him because he can't keep anything. He'll buy something, then he'll change his mind, and he'll sell it, and he'll buy something else. But he always buys weird stuff, and this is one of them. And I just got in another cool trade-in, and y'all probably know what this is. You don't see these every day, lately anyway. Used to, you'd see these things around all the time, but people are really hanging on to this. This is a Thompson Center Encore. This is a single shot. You pull down on the trigger guard right here. You can break it down. See, load in your round, and you know it's ready to go. It also has a Nikon scope on it, which are no longer being manufactured. This thing is tight as a drum. I mean, this thing has not been fired very much at all. Very good looking gun. The bluing on it looks really good. And I mean, I got it for a song. The guy says that he has the wood furniture and he's going to bring it back to me. And I hope he does, because that'll make it even more desirable. But yeah, these have the extractor on them, and I think some of the other ones don't. So I know they made the Encore, and then I forget what the other one was. I can't think right now off the top of my head. Somebody will be telling me in the comments, hey, you're thinking about such and such a gun. But anyway, this is chambered in a 22-250. It's not the most desirable round, but it is a desirable gun. I'm sure I'll have no problem at all selling it.
A few moments later.
All right. So you're probably thinking, Man, did you clickbait me, man? You said something about the Glock Gen 6. What is the deal? Well, let me tell you. So the Glock regional sales manager came by here the other day, and the first thing I said was, "Hey, man, what's the scoop? When are you coming out with the Glock Gen 6? And he said that is all garbage. He said every bit of that Gen 6 stuff on YouTube is garbage. And that came, and whatever, I'll swear on the Bible, that's what he told me. He said, man, every store that I go into, they ask me about the Gen 6. And I tell them all the same thing. It's garbage. He said, most of it is AI. Because I told him, I said, man, I've seen the guns. He said, most of it is AI, or they 3D printed something or whatever. He said, it's all clickbait. He said, is there going to be a Gen 6 one day? Yeah, probably. He said, but it's not anything that's in the works. And I was like, well, I've seen all these patents and everything else. He said, oh, I know. He says, I've told people that the Gen 6 stuff is garbage, and they'll pull up videos and show me videos and stuff. And I tell them, I'm just like, look, man, they're very good at what they do. These YouTubers are very good at what they do to generate this clickbait. But he said, it's all bullcrap. He said, do we have patents? Yeah. He said, we patent stuff all the time. He said, anytime we get an idea, we patent it, whether it turns out or not, whether we do anything with it or not, we patent it. He said, and we don't come up with an idea and then start working on it and then patent it. He says, once we get an idea, we do a patent. Some of them we use, some of them we don't. So yes, there's patents out there for the Glock Gen 6 or Glock stuff that we've never seen. But he said that doesn't mean that we're actively working on it. He said he said, take it from me, we are not actively working on it, getting ready to release it anytime soon. He said maybe one day in the future there'll be a Gen 6, but right now it's nothing that we're working on. So that's what the Glock sales manager told me. I'm not going to tell you his name because I don't want to get in trouble. So, you know what I mean? I'm a Glock dealer. I'm a blue label dealer. I'm a stocking dealer. And I definitely don't want no problems with Glock. But that's what he told me. But you're probably looking at that sweet 308 I got up there, ain't you? Oh, look at this beauty right here, y'all. This is a consignment gun, which I'm very tempted to trade for. Guys wanting to trade me this gun very badly, and man, I'm tempted to take it. But anyway, this is a Russian Molot Vepr that has been modified. So it's got an M-lock handguard. It's got the what is this? The PRS? Is that what it is? The stock on here. Its thing folds too. Check it out. Oh my goodness, that thing's hard to fold. Well, I promise it folds. It's got a hinge on it. Oh my goodness. Well, it's got a folder on there, but I can't move it. It's tight. See that? So it does have a folder. It says it's a Ace. It looks like probably a black Ace folding buffer tube. Well, this is a nice setup, man. with the Magpul stock. Like I said, it's chambered in a 308. It's got the Russian scope on here. I don't know anything about these Russian scopes. Made in Belarus. Okay. Some Russian words, pro. All right. Yeah, this thing is a beauty, man. He wants 4K for this thing. I'd sure like to have it. Ain't gonna lie. Because it is beauty. I think I'd put a different bipod on it. This is like a $29.99, probably like a True Glow or something bipod on here. That's a little cheapy. But everything else, man, whoever built this gun did a heck of a job. If this was my gun, I would have to go out and shoot it. It's got the Russian magazine. I ain't even gonna try to say what kind of brand magazine that is. Yeah, this is the 308. Very, very sweet build. I like it a lot. I may or may not end up keeping this thing as much as I can afford it. But man, I'd like to have it. The guy who owns it, he told me, he said, that right there is exactly your speed. That is something that I know you would love to own. And I said, you have me pegged, sir, because I definitely would love to have it. But anyway, hope I didn't disappoint you too bad. I got some cool trade-ins in. You know, I showed you some trade-ins. And, you know, we'll just keep on keeping on until next week. Like I said, next week, I know I got some cool stuff coming in. I got the Jawbone coming in, the G-Force Jawbone. That's a brand new one. Just come out. I got a Smoke coming in, the TTI Combat Smoke, and maybe a few others. We'll wait and see. But that's going to be it for me for this week. And until next time, keep on keeping on and have you good.